G'day guys, we are back, and sorry for disappearing for such a long period over the weekend. I went to a lake and had a lot of fun. Now, I do need a stand. Hey Mackie, Ivan, Evan, hope we're all doing well. Just gonna chuck that there instead. Beautiful. That'll give me this little stand. Straighten that up and put that on there. Move that out of the way slightly. Can go just in here. Here we go. Perfect. This picture's actually exactly where I want to put it. Look. There we go. There we go. Hey Victoria, it has been a while. Has indeed. I will be there in 1 second. I'm just getting my picture where I want it. It's just about right, I think yeah, we're going to prefer it on the picture for the start anyway. There we go. That's all good. Hey Tim, how we doing? Hey T, for those who don't know yet, fantastic news. Rossi, the painting of the dog, has now been dropped off at T's place in Hamilton, which is fantastic. So I was very lucky to get to Hamilton and get to meet T the other day when I dropped the painting off. And yeah, it just looks so cool in your house too, T. I'm really happy with it. T's got more of a white environment, and so the dog with all its popping colours. The dog's unframed, Rossi's unframed, and so with Rossi in this whiter environment, the colours are just going boom. So big fan. Yeah, thanks to. And yeah, it was. I brought Shelby with me as well, which was pretty fun. Right, so a couple of things. We've got some paintings which we're going to do a gesso coat on today. We've got this one here, which we're going to put most of our time into today. And yeah, we'll see where that takes us. One thing that's pretty exciting, you might notice it on my chest here. This is a little mic. We've got it today. Now, it's not plugged in. I've got it all bunched in my back pocket here. But, if we end up, if this place fills up with people, I'll be able to plug the mic in and we'll have audio there as well. Also, I need to wait for the iPad to charge. We're on about 30%, so I'll plug this in when we get to about 50-ish. And I'm going to move you back a little bit, guys. I hope you don't mind. Here we go. Just a little move there. That's good. Yeah, thanks T. All right, hello Sam and Pink Prosecutor. Pink Prosecutor, how you doing? Welcome back. All right. Cool. We're in a good place. Paint tray, lots of dark colours today. Lots of dark colours. Who's that? MDS? Hello. Right. Now, kicking off with our dark greens. First and foremost, a little bit of black in there. And they're going to come through all over the show through here. This is where we want them. Just up through here as well. And a little bit up through here. There we go. There's a lot more of these murky greens than we realise. They should be all over the show. Thanks, guys. Hector. Hello, Hector. Okay, just down through here. I wonder if I put a little, probably just use a stool over here, guys. 1 second. I reckon this will work just fine. Here we go. So I can put the paint on this little tray here. Here we go. Perfect. Alright. Now, next thing to do is put all that sorted. What do I need? Just need to start painting, really. That's the main thing. Cheers, Jason. I had something that I needed, but I completely lost track of what I thought it was. Who knows? Oh well, we're just going to keep going. Through here. It's mainly down this corner here we need to touch up first. Just through here. Deano. I'm great, Deano. I was away for the weekend, guys, so I had a 27th birthday to attend, and we had it at the at Rotorua. So I drove down with Shelby. We spent the weekend there. We went on some hikes. I posted some pictures at the waterfall we went to. That was really fun. And now I'm back in the studio in Auckland. And we have got some very, very exciting paintings to whack off this week. We've got Steve's painting of the surfer, and we've got a couple of portraits, which I'm very excited to do. Here we go. Beautiful. Just down through here. We're really going to go nuts on the greens today, guys. No holdback. Mason, yes. Sorry for disappearing on you, Mason. 4-day absence. There we go. Just a little bit in there as well. The waterfall you visited was gorgeous. Thanks, Victoria. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was a beautiful. Normally, it's not that intense. It was just because of all the rain we've had here in New Zealand. If you're from Auckland, you'll know all about it. And basically, that was souped up 2 feet higher the water level of the river leading up to the waterfall. Crazy. Here we go. Beautiful. This bottom area needs some attention from us, guys. We're just going to slowly flesh it out. Thanks, Ivan. Appreciate you. The video looks loud. Yeah, a little bit. It's a lot of colour in this one, and you know what? As we go on, it's only going to build in depth and colour. That's what we're after. We are going to add a little bit more clarity to it, but not too much. This will be the level of abstraction we try to run with through the entire picture. So although we'll diversify the colours a bit more, and although we'll have some fun with layering, we won't go that much further into realism. This is where we want to have it sitting. This is a good spot. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome in. Yeah, sorry for disappearing on you guys. I was entertaining all weekend. for a 27th. But we're back in the studio now. We've got some fantastic works on the agenda. I'm spending the morning here painting, and then we're going to do a night session as well. So a night session on this one, and a night session on the two other ones we've got here. In fact, now that I talk about night session, I better actually chuck a coat of gesso onto those other two, so it starts drying, so when we come back to it tonight, it'll already be ready to go. Gesso gel. Pick up this one. A little bit just over here. There we go. Beautiful. Now, exciting, exciting, exciting. Here we go. Brand new canvases. They're wrapped up because when I picked them up, it was raining, so they had to make sure they were in a nice, protective case. Now, this is going to be quite interesting for you guys because these are not your regular canvases. That'll make sense in just a second. These are very different from a regular canvas. A regular canvas will come pre-primed. These are not pre-primed. These are just the canvas fabric. Now it's very thick, but I'll show you with a good canvas, and I'm assuming it's a good canvas because I haven't touched them yet. It should sound like a drum when you flick it. That's a good canvas. That's exactly where you want it. This guy, the guy who made these, knows how to make a good canvas. Now, if you missed that and you want to hear it again, take this one out. Good canvas. A bad canvas will make like a flop noise. A good canvas, drum. That's what we're after. I don't have a bad canvas nearby to flick, but if you, it should sound like a drum. Cool, cool, cool. Whatever you do, don't go into art galleries and just start flicking canvases, wondering if they're good or not. You might upset someone. Let's go like this. I'm going to lay this canvas down. This beautiful, beautiful canvas. Lift this up. Where are you? Where are you? I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. Need somebody and always. This 6 straight darkness comes creeping on, so haunting every time. As I scared, I counted. Right. Now, are you starting a painting? No. We're not going to start this one, but we do need to do something to this one. This is going to be a quick coat, but there we go. So, regular brush, big fat one. Hello from Scotland, Chris. Are you just starting a painting? We won't be starting this painting. Do you stretch your own? I've got a guy who full-time stretches canvases. Now, you could stretch your own, but someone who does it full-time has the ability just to really nail every little aspect every time. And the results speak for themselves. That's a good canvas. So, I can frame, I can make canvases, but actually, if you want the best of the best, you get someone who does it full-time to do it. So I paint full-time, someone does canvases full-time, and someone else does frames full-time. And you try and collect those 3 people together to make the perfect result. Yeah, that's what I reckon. That's what I reckon. Now, this tube there, we're just going to cover it up. There we go. Hello. Laying it on. Now we're talking. Now, one fun thing we can do with these canvases too is we also don't need to paint all the way around the back of it. So you'll always know this was a pure raw canvas. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Yes, it's a PG stream, guys. You never know who's in here watching. Maybe some high school kids learning some techniques on painting. Maybe someone just wants to hang out with a glass of wine at the end of a long day. Who knows? Who knows? Right, here we go. Now we're going to put it on quite thick. We still want that paint texture, but we need this coat. Gesso is like a primer. It'll add a layer. I'm just going to grab my own little plate for this gesso. Ooh, thanks Esteban, you're a champion. 1 second. Sorry guys, didn't mean to bail on you. Right, lots of gesso. I'm going to put it on a plate now as well. There we go, beautiful. The last bit off that brush. Scoop it all up. I want every last drop. There we go. Perfect. Go down here and slowly drain. And then we got our lump here that we can work from. Miss Loco, thank you very much. Appreciate you. So basically most canvases at arts and crafts stores are not good quality. Cindy, I don't want to say that. It depends what store you're at. But typically, if you know someone, or the arts and crafts stores make them themselves, the love and passion that goes into one that you can get from someone who does it all day, every day, is different from ones that are made in bulk and shipped over from overseas. So I do encourage, if you want to get a really nice surface, a really nice canvas, get it handmade by a professional. But if you're just starting out, you probably don't need to. It probably doesn't need to be that tight. It probably doesn't need to be, first off, that tight. Second off, it doesn't need to be that square. It can be slightly off square. It'll be fine. We don't have the mic at the moment, but I'll tell you what, shall we give it a go? Thanks, BB. You're an absolute... So I said we'd start using it at 50. So here we go. Let's give this mic a try. It's got a big long cord on it, and we've got JEC and BB and everyone else to thank for this mic, because this was got using the tips that come in on the stream. There we go. All right. What's our clarity like? Is it good? Is it bad? Esteban, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. BB, you as well. Give me 1 second. Get this cord sorted here. There we go. Is it worse, is it? Is that no good? Is that worse? Sounded better before. Way better without the mic. Really? Weird sound. Oh. Alright. I'll have a play around with it, guys. But it's a pity that it doesn't work right now. Who knows why that is? I'll figure it out. Better without the mic. Oh well, that says a lot for the iPad that we're using at the moment. If anything, let me just sort this out. There we go. That's a pretty bit of mic, but anyway, we'll live. There we go. It's a very, because the canvas is fabric, the canvas will be very thirsty. So every time you stroke it with this gesso, it's literally going to cling on and suck into it immediately. So we've almost used an entire tube of gesso, and we haven't even got to the edges of this canvas. I think it would go better on the go lives with noisy backgrounds. Yeah, I feel that. All right, we'll keep it here. We'll keep it here, but it's niggly to know that the sound doesn't actually improve with it. That's a heartbreaker. Nurse DJ, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Is this one a freestyle? It is. Hold on, let me just grab some more gesso out. It is going to be one of our works for this month. So we had a couple of really fun things that we're working on. This is going to be one of them. This might even be Steve's canvas. We'll see. This canvas size is 30 by 40. 30 inches by 40 inches. It's a really nice sized canvas, guys. It's still large, while being small enough to fit into almost any space. So regardless of your house, if you haven't got measurements on a space but you'd like a piece of artwork, most of the time you'll be safe with a 30 by 40. In fact, let me defend that by saying all the time, you'll be safe with a 30 by 40. Thanks, Roman. Good to be back. Sorry for disappearing on you. Here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, there we go. Now, we're going to need a bit more paint. And do I have a bottle? Is the question. Not in there. Just check over here. We do. We have more. 1 second. So we'll load up this paint tray with this. And we'll just put this down here for now because we're going to need more of it. And all we're doing here, guys, is we're going for coverage. Coverage of the surface. This is a transparent gesso now, guys. So it won't look as white, but that's okay. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, because this canvas is a raw canvas, told me to remind you. Sorry, Cole, I'm missing what the goal is there. Because this canvas is a raw canvas, I won't be going right over the edges with the gesso primer. I want to show off the fact that it's a raw canvas. So we just prime the front and our brush strokes can creep on around. I'm also an artist, but painting is not really something I like to do. You make it, oh, thanks, BB. Appreciate you. So, more of this, lots more of this. Part of the appeal of a canvas is that it's not a poster, it's not a print, it's a real thing. And part of acknowledging it being a real thing is showing the process of it, or having these textures or these signs that this was something other than just a printout from a piece of technology. So around the edges, we're going to leave it raw. Brush strokes are going to creep around, but they're going to be messy, cascaded, jarring around those edges. It'll sort of show off the fact that it's not. Not that it's not, that it's definitely something physical, created not replicated, not kitsch, unique. Here we go. Here we go. So it looks like the top doesn't have coverage, guys. It does. It's just a clear gesso at the top. And as we come down, we're moving into our lighter gesso. Perfect. We're gonna need a little bit more down the bottom there. And I've got a little bit on my face there. Sorted. Yes. Of course, Cobb. I'll get you sorted right now. Here we go. Touch that. Oh, if I can remember how. This is the big question. There we go. Getting the hang of it, guys. One step at a time. Beam. Add. Mute. There we go. Sorted. I'm with you now, guys. I'm with you. Okay. So, back to where we were. Almost done with this one. A little bit more down the bottom here. Make sure you get the whole way to the bottom on these canvases. There we go. Now, we've got to make sure we get full coverage, because when we add the first coat of paint to this canvas, we want it to be paint on paint and not paint on fabric. Otherwise our brush strokes will have this sort of dried, catching feeling to it. And I want them to have a wet, loose, free kind of stroke to them. And they won't get that if we try and use regular paint straight onto completely dry canvas. Here we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. How are we looking here? We're looking really good. A little bit more in here, a little bit more over here. There we go. Keep those brush strokes going in all directions. Just check it from the angle, see how the lighting hits it, a little bit there, and a little bit around here. Perfect. Sorted. Now, the next one's going to be extra interesting. Let's take down this one. I'm excited for this next one. This next one. So that's going to dry in the next hour to 90 minutes. And once that's dry, we can slap some paint on it. The reason why this one's going to be interesting is this one's entire coat, it's going to be clear gesso. That's going to be a really fun coat, guys, because you'll be able to see the fabric of the canvas through the layers of paint that we eventually add onto it. So you'll always sort of know what the material is going to be. Pink, we're going to be working on 3 paintings today. We're getting these 2 prepared, so we've done preparation on one of them. We're now doing preparation on number 2. Here we go. Slip, slop, slap. This is much thinner. Viscosity of this paint. It's much more like water paint. This clear, transparent gesso. And this canvas is just soaking it up, every last drop. You can literally see the canvas. You won't be able to see it through the phone here, but you can see it drinking the clear gesso. Hey, by the way, day's going good. When you add thicker layers of paint, does it change the sound the canvas makes when you flick it? Yes, absolutely. But as long as when you start the canvas is tight and you don't push on it too hard, and then you don't jar the surface of it, it'll always be tight enough. But yes, Just like with a drum, if you put objects on top of the drum, it would sound different. In the same way, the canvas will sound different. Hey Matt. I finally get to see the... Sorry Matt, we won't be doing these ones until they dry. So you will be able to watch them in terms of, this is the first stage of it, but we'll be going back to the other one we were working on once we get this paint on it. Beautiful. Get some more of this up in there, all the way down. Like I say guys, these are not pre-primed canvases. These canvases are raw. There we go. Beautiful. So a raw canvas just means it's not white. White is the fabric that would normally be there. There we go. A little bit more up here. There we go. A little bit more up here. Perfect. Perfect, just like that guys. Whole top half's done. We've got another little bottom third here that'll need some work. Is there a reason you prime the canvases yourself? Do you not trust? So it depends. Some people prime canvases with a spray, some people hand prime them. If they're hand priming, that's fantastic. But if they're using a spray, usually the coat won't be as thick and it won't have the same effect on top of the canvas. You can absolutely get them to do it, but I love the fact that they've stretched me a canvas, and I love the raw look of the canvas. It's slightly more tan, it's a little bit darker, and then that allows me to use things, like in this case, this transparent gesso. So I can keep the fact that it's a canvas. I think a lot of the time we can run off on an escapade to try and hide the fact that we're actually using a canvas. I don't want to hide that fact. I want to own that fact. Okay, we're almost through it, guys. Just a little bit more around here. A little bit more around here. There we go. We're on the final corner here. Let's scoop up that little bit. Coming on down, just like that. Just gonna need the tiniest little bit and put it straight on the brush this time to finish it off. Just like that. And there. There we go. A little bit more. Just make sure we've got all those little nooks, all those little crannies. Cool. And that is a transparent gesso coat on our second canvas. Good to go. Let's just put that one down there. And let's pick this one up here. Bring it over here. There we go. Cool. Right. Going back to where we started, guys. Bringing down this piece. Now that those two coats are slowly drying. Down we go. Now just make sure we don't miss our lug. There we go. Fantastic. And we'll screw this in tight. Really tight. Just like that. Fantastic. Pick this up. Lay it back on there. We'll bang in the center. Everything's perfect. Awesome. There we go. There's one little hair here. Just get rid of that. There we go. Perfect. Right, this plate's now finished. Put this over here. We're on to this one. We're good to go. Let's go in here. More of this green, guys. That's what we're after. More green. Just through here. Now, can you guys see all right from your position? I think you should be all right. Let's push this way a little bit. There we go. Here we go. I'm going to add into that water. Build it up. Here we go. Build it up. I'm going to add a little bit of blue through. There we go. Beautiful. A little bit more. A little bit more under the bottom here. Perfect. There we go. That's fantastic, Zeet. I'm glad to hear it. And yes, thanks, Sam. We do commissions. I do commissions. So if you want one, all the links you want are in the bio. There we go. We're just building up here a little bit more. This is a darker colour than we've added previously. What it's going to do is going to add some sheen and just flesh out it a bit more. Could you explain your form of realism, please and thank you, Mason? I wouldn't call this realism, even though we're using a picture to create an image and trying to mimic what we see in the picture. This would be more impressionism. And so what we're doing is we're trying to create an impression of the image rather than a perfect, realistic rendition of the image. So, basically, what we're doing is we're filling our paint tray with colour. I'm filling the paint tray with colour, and then I'm looking for shapes and tones and colours within our original image. I saw you start this now, it's completely taken. Hey, thanks, Betty, I'm glad you're liking it. I'm looking for those shapes and tones and colours, and I'm building them up on the work, one at a time. I spot one, and I add one. And so slowly, as I spot these little areas, the painting will slowly be pulled out of all these colours and shapes. And so you can make it out in this very, very lifelike form. This vibrancy and energy. But we don't want to get too much realism, because when it comes to realism, the photo does a really good job of that. We want to focus on doing what paint can do, which is this impression, this fun, this loose feeling, and really embellishing that. And so that way, the painting and the photograph can exist almost in harmony side by side, because they're not competing. They're trying to fulfill, or they are fulfilling, very, very different roles. The painting's going for this vibrancy, this feeling, and the photo is going for this realism. And so we don't want to encroach too much on the realism, just like a photo can't just change itself to encroach on the feeling that we're creating. Drew is pretty good, not getting the oh, don't trust it. Sometimes I do get this all over my clothes. It's a bit of a trick, guys. But I own up to it. If I get it on my clothes, I'll tell you guys. We're good at the moment. Here we go. We've got a huge amount of green here. We're going to slash it all over the canvas. Here we go. Through here. Beautiful. More down through here. I'm going to crouch down for this next little part. Here we go. There we go. And a little bit down here. Keep it coming up through in here. There's a few little areas we're going to capture. One up here. There we go. We will come back on this one. When do you see fit that your painting is completely done? So you will gradually start building a feel for it. In this painting's case, I want to make sure a few areas have a bit more colour on them and a bit more detail. This paint's really fun, but there's more we can do with it. There's colouring and layering and some little things we can do. Although the picture is lovely, there's more we can capture with a fun, loose layering and texturing within the work itself. We can miss out on it a little bit if we just let one layer of paint go down, and we want the paint to have that just have that what? To embellish all we can do with the medium. That's what we want to do. G'day Ricky, welcome back. Here we go. Just a little bit in here. Keep it coming a little bit through here. A little bit down here. But what I'll do though, it'll reach a certain stage where I'll think, all right, we're super close to being finished, or we are finished. I'll leave it in the corner of the studio for a few days and just let it sit. I'll look at it each day and I'll think about it some more, and then eventually I'll think either, yes, that's brilliant, it's done, or I'll think, no, bring it back, let's hit it with some more. Ash, I'm so sorry. Oh, gorgeous. Sorry, Ash. I read awful. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry you don't like it, Ash. But it says gorgeous. So that's fantastic. But that brings me on to a good point though, guys. I don't know what you do, what craft you take, or how you go about your craft, but you're going to get feedback. JEC, you are fantastic, JEC. Good to have you back, mate. Jeepers. Do you think that suits me, guys? Should I actually get a mustache? Maybe, I'll tell you what guys, once my hair starts falling back and recedes enough, I'll grab a mustache, and that can be the facial hair that we have from now on. How do we feel? Paul version 2, welcome to the stream. And JEC, I love you to bits. It's good to have you here. Thank you for understanding in my long absence, not the spirit, absence. It's good to be back. And we're just working on this one again. If you missed it, we primed 2 canvases. Steve's canvas and the canvas for a man named Scott. All those canvases are going to be finished for the end of February. That's our goal. With some of them finished earlier, so we'll be able to ship them. No moustache, just cowboy hat. Alright, once I lose my hair, we'll start wearing a cowboy hat. So we've got like a, what's that? Is that like a 8 or 10 year business plan? I can't wait. I like it. Here we go. Sling this in here. A little bit more coming through here. There we go. Beautiful. Can't neglect these areas, guys. These are the things we need to build out the most. Through here, just down in here. And then a little bit. Awesome. Just like that. Fantastic. I'm going to put a little bit more in here. Like I say, guys, we're willing to sacrifice realism for vibrancy and energy. Thanks, troll. Love the Kiwi. If you're new to the stream, guys, I'm New Zealander, and New Zealanders you call Kiwis. So the little bird that just showed up on the screen before, that's a Kiwi. And yeah, it's a nickname we give to New Zealanders. So it is an absolute treat to get given a Kiwi. Just like it's a treat to get a cowboy hat. Vass wants your best yeehaw. I mean, I feel like I can do a really loud one, guys. I feel like I can nail it, but at the same time, we have to wait till we're in an outdoor session, because currently on these indoor sessions, we've got other artists in a similar area working, and it might throw them off their craft. So we don't want to do that. We want to be respectful. And yes, I do ship to the US. So shipping, you can look it up on something like FedEx if you look up shipping rates, but for something this size, it'd be about 600 to 700 US to ship, and it would take about a week. But it chops and changes. Sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down. Kiwi is the official moment. I can't quite read that, troll, but I know what you're trying to say. I think. To live there because of the weather. The weather here is fantastic. We've had a couple of rough days recently because of the weather here in Auckland, which has been quite tough. But still, overall, the weather here is amazing, guys. Very mild. Great place to retire. Great place to retire. Here we go. A little bit in there. A little bit through here. I'm just building this up piece by piece. Piece by piece. Now the face here is going to get some more of this. Where are we sitting? We're sitting here. There we go. There we go. A little bit there. A little bit there. A little bit there. There. So right up there. Down here. There we go. I'm just going to slowly build the definition of the face. Not too fast, guys. I mean, Kiwi is what New Zealanders are officially called. Yes, I'm with you, troll. I'm with you, troll. Crazy. Crazy. Thank you, JEC Hunter and others, for contributing to the live goal. You're all fantastic. You're all fantastic. Seb, you like the painting too? Oh, thank you, troll. And I was going to say something about the face. That's right. We don't want to spend too much time on the face, guys. We want to slowly build the face up. And the reason we want to slowly build it up is we don't want to put more attention into the face than we put into the rest of the painting. This is a genre piece. It's not a portrait. Although this character is part of the focus, the whole page needs an equal amount of energy. Now, yes, we've got some corners, which we may not have acknowledged as much as we should, but we'll get round to those, and we will nail them. Promise. Thanks, troll. Thanks, troll. You guys are amazing. We've got a new, because of you, guys that send the gifts in, I've got a new mic. Now, it's playing up on the sound a little bit, but once it's working, we'll be able to just plug it in right here, and then I can keep my voice lower, and if there's other noise in the background, it'll be toned out, and you'll just be able to hear me rather than like white noise or air conditioning or anything like that. And then, of course, if we're out there in nature, I won't use it, so that way we can actually hear the birds, hear the rain, I don't know, whatever's out there. But that way, if I am in the studio here, there's other people around, we'll be sorted. Troll, thank you so much for the campfire. You're an absolute hero. I will PM you back in a min, K. Oh, sorry guys. Classic Seb, butting in on a conversation. I'm going to say Victoria's favourite line now, guys. If you want to connect more, all the links are in the bio. If you'd like a commission, I'm currently full up until the start of March. But start of March, if that time frame works for you, we might be able to tee you up with something pretty special. February is a full season at the moment. It's going to be a fantastic season. Thanks, Troll. I really appreciate that. When do you plan on going live later? I might be asleep by then. So, I've got to go out to dinner with my partner's sister. And after dinner, I'll be going live once I get back to the studio. So that'll likely be around the... dinner's at... We shot him at 5:30, open like 6:30 for dinner, so 7:30 finish, and then like 8:30. It's like 9 p.m, maybe 9:30, 10ish, somewhere between 9 and 10. I reckon that's a solid bet. Solid bet. And then we'll do about 2 or 3 hours on the nighttime session, guys, and we'll see where that takes us. Do you ever think of doing online classes? Shall be Moose. So I have done some online stuff, guys. It's not available, but I've done some online things with a few people, individuals and in groups, and it's been really fun. But at the moment, I'm a little shy on time, and so I try to actually make sure I can give you guys as much as possible, which is, if you join me here while I do these lives, I can pass on a bit to you guys, have some fun, and not just with you guys, but with people who may not be exposed to art that often can join in, and just get a little taster. So these little lives are what I reckon the most wholesome way is to get art out to people in an easily digestible form. And then, aside from that, there has been a few people who've wanted private sessions, one-on-one. JEC, you're an absolute hero. I love you to bits. I made her into a voodoo priestess, did I? A little bit. So, don't get hung up on the face as realism just yet. JEC, I love you. Don't get hung up on the face as realism just yet. The face is actually needs as much attention as the rest of it. And right now we have this big turquoise blob, completely unaddressed and completely untouched, which we need to actually come in and flesh out much more. So until we've given the whole canvas the same attention, we're not going to spend the whole time on the face. It'll slowly build its way in to being a positive, happy, smiling, winky face. Thanks, Troll. You're incredible. But right now, it's in its, how would you say, fledgling stages. And so we'll let it slowly build up, piece by piece. Now, if I find more time in the middle of the year or towards the end, we can definitely start opening up the opportunity to do online classes and get a couple of people together and do something more intensive. But this is a great way for us all to come together in a much more soft and easy environment. Cheryl is asking what your costs are in New Zealand for shipping. Okay, so shipping to within New Zealand, it's quite cheap, and in fact, the works I shipped of the of Ian, the picture of the guy who plays Gandalf as the actor, and the wedding portrait, which both went to Christchurch, they did very, very well in terms of the shipping, because they were, I think, only $150. So the shipping within New Zealand was very, very cheap. So we do still have to box it in a protective case, but the actual shipping costs are far down. So Cheryl, we can definitely sort you out. The shipping cost in New Zealand dollars, it's about $200 for the box to protect it, because you never know what will happen. And so $200 New Zealand for the box, and then about 150 New Zealand for the shipping. So about 350, and you'll get it there in a protective case. The only reason why T didn't need a protective case is because I was able to literally take it to her house and drop it off, which saves the box. But the box is also incredible, guys. You can use it to store Legos in if you know. I don't know why my mind leaps there first, but you can. You can put it under the bed, and then if you move houses or if you put the artwork away for a while, it can go back into the box and be protected. You've got all these options available to you. Thanks, Betty. Appreciate that. Pink. Shadow banning is the worst. Shadow banning, yeah. That's a thing. I don't know much about it, but I hear the word. There we go. One day when I'm rich, I'll be sure to get a commission from you. Thanks, Victoria. I would love to paint you something. I think it's really, really cool that T's here. And thanks, Troll. That was pretty fun. I think it's really cool that T's here, and T's got the painting of Rossi in her house. I'm gutted that it's left the studio. It was in the Tauranga studio for about a week and a half after we finished it, and everyone through the studio fell in love with what it looked like. I was asking for people who aren't in New Zealand because our currency is so different. True. So if you're not from New Zealand, it's about 600 to 700 US to get the painting overseas. But it depends where you're from. Australia's easy, but yeah, if you go into the US, it's about 700 US. Jaden, fantastic to have you here. And again, I love your consistency. You're an absolute champion. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. All right, more greens. More greens, here we go. Just through here. And when you're around the edges, you know what we call this, guys. It's called doing your homework, going around the edges of the canvas. I can't wait, Victoria. That'd be fantastic. Shushi, nice to catch you live. Thanks, Shushi. Good to have you here. I like your name. It's funky. Because it's a big canvas, guys, we can't get too excited and start chucking colours wherever we feel like it. Whoa, what was that? Troll. I like the speedboat. It was on the iPad, so it blew the whole screen up as it went. It was pretty fun. And hello, Rivers from Spain. And also, Troll, thank you so much. I love that you're supporting the stream. You're an incredible person. I'm so happy to be humbled to be one of you. Oh, Nurse DJ, you're more than welcome to be here. We're lucky to have you. Here we go. So this is now full green, saturated and strong. Same green you'd use for a traffic light. And we're just going to throw this around because this colour is going to really pop. Not just on the lake either, we're also going to add it to our characters to allow there to be more depth than the characters we're building here. Yeah. Trolls, fantastic. Nurse DJ is fantastic. JC Hunter's fantastic. Cheryl, Victoria. We're really lucky to have so many people coming together to make such a fun little space, guys. Thanks, Nurse. All right. All right. Let's chuck this in here like that. Cool. We'll just build this up bit by bit. A little bit more down this very bottom part here, guys. I'm just going to let this just in here. Just let this come in here. There we go. And a little bit more up towards this handpiece. There we go. Perfect. So this hand's starting to take shape a little bit. It's not there just yet, but it's showing the early signs of what the hand shape outline wants to be when we get close to the finish. So that's fun. Thanks, Ash. It's good to hear it, Nurse DJ. Yes, agree. Love how interactive y'all are. These lives make my day. Thanks, Victoria. Cheryl Sam goes, it really is so big, it's expensive for us to buy in the US. Yeah, it stacks up, but there are some little things we can try or do to help with the shipping. One thing we do for a few paintings is we'll do them on board to start with and we'll frame them. If they're done on board to start with, they're thinner, and so the actual shipping end result is about 10 centimeters, what's that, about 4 inches, versus the likes of 20 centimeters, or about 8 inches. So that's nicer. What's the challenge been so far painting this piece? Challenge so far painting this piece. One of the hard things that you'll face with a piece is that if the subject matter is familiar to you, like the wakeboard, like the person, like the scene that's been depicted, you can get caught up in it. And when you get caught up in it, you focus on what you think you see and not what you really do see. Do you like that New Zealand hairspray song that went viral on TikTok? I need to look it up. I'm not down with the new stuff. But you know what? After this troll, I will definitely figure out what this new TikTok song is. And maybe we'll turn it into a reel. And if we do, you'll know it was because of you. Before watching these lives, I used to think painting was more about trying to make them seem real. Some painting is, but at the same time, there's so many different ways to sing, and there's so many different ways to dance. And in the same way, there's so many different ways to paint. But I always felt like the main genre of painting, like pop music, the equivalent, the most popular genre of painting, that always seemed to me to be impressionism. You know, with Van Gogh and these people, or even, I know Picasso wasn't an impressionist as such, but you know, let's just lump them in the same basket and just say that style, slight abstraction, with a topic being painted in mind, that's pop music for painting. At least I feel. Yeah, so we've got 3 on the way, Nurse DJ. This one here, and then 2 other ones. All planned to be finished and sent before the end of February. So I'm very excited. I'm just going to flesh this out some more. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, so the plate's a little bit wild right now, but that's alright. And we've got to paint a little bit faster too, guys, because what will happen is the paint that we're using, it's going to actually keep on. No, it's going to keep on drying with that gloss gel that we're adding to the paint. And so we've got to make sure that we keep on putting on at a rate. That means that gloss gel won't cake on and dry on the paint palette. We want to get it on the canvas. On the canvas. There we go. There we go. to the boardwalk, out on the sun to the boardwalk. We'll be having some fun under the boardwalk. People laughing, do. Forward walk. People honestly, Zeke, I think what's being talked about there, Zeke, is there's a fan in the room right now called Troll. That's the name of their account. They're a lovely person, and I've seen Troll in here before, and it's good to have them back. Move this a little bit more this way. There we go. And just flesh this hair out. Just a little bit more. Come into this gear chair. Just down here. There we go. Just down like that. Beautiful. Up here. Just like that. Pink's just watching this going, now what is he doing with that hair? Where is he taking that? What's going to happen with it? And honestly, I haven't fully made my mind up yet. Just gonna keep on slashing. Aloha, Steve. Steve. I've got something to show you, Steve. Now, it's just over here. So earlier in the stream, we just started this. I know I disappeared over the weekend, I'm very sorry, I'm back now. This canvas here it's a raw canvas. So it's not like your regular canvases, they have that white coat on them. It gets delivered or made completely from scratch, and the fabric itself is uncoated. Now, we've coated it here in the studio this morning. What we've put on it is a transparent gesso. So you'll see some light white strokes in there, but on the whole, actually, the coat will be transparent. So we're painting on top of a transparent layer, which means if we miss any patches during the process, the actual end result will show elements of that canvas coming through, coated, but still canvas. So we're sort of acknowledging the material we're painting on. Now, good canvas versus bad canvas, if you flick it, so this canvas here, it should sound like a drum. Ready? That's a good canvas. If it doesn't sound like a drum, it's probably too loose, or maybe it's not completely square and it's being pulled in a weird way to contort it. But this way, that's a good canvas. Now, we've got 3 of these for 3 commissions that we're working on over February. This is one of them, there's one more over there, and there's one more coming to the studio. So, pretty exciting. With a bit of luck, guys, we'll be turning this one into a surfing picture for Steve, which I'm pretty excited about. I might actually post some spoilers, guys, early this month, of the pictures we will be painting. So you can start getting hyped about what they might look like, because they're going to be wild. Let's just move this over here. If you are planning on doing a really good piece of work, guys, gotta make sure you get a really good quality canvas, something that's really gonna pop. I reckon, Victoria, I reckon it'll be fun. The one I think people are gonna be most excited for, I really think the one they're gonna be most excited for is Steve's. You'll just look at it and see the colors and be like, yeah, I can just see that one, that's gonna be fun. That's going to be dynamic, that's going to be vibrant, and it's going to take some layers, and so there's going to be some real fun stages where we just really just throw around some colour and go a little bit wild and have some fun. Thanks, Steve. So, personally, I'm really looking forward to that one. I think the other 2 will be great as well. They have less movement in them, they'll be more still. They'll still have some amazing composition, some amazing colour and things we can play with. But no, Steve's movement in his painting, movement and vibrancy, that will be the two main takeaways that you get when you see the painting. You'll think, wow. Or at least, that's the plan. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, here, a little bit down through here. Just adding some more blacks down this very bottom part here, guys. Just through here like this. There we go. More through here. More through here. There we go. Awesome. See you, mate. See you. Catch you. Yeah, Cobb. It's a really important one too, and it's a great way when you're buying canvases, even if you are getting more affordable canvases. It's a great way to just fit them because some will be tighter than others, and so you'll be able to get the best of a bunch of canvases, even if they're not the top of the line canvases. And oh, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that. First person I see, my first paint. Seb is going to be the first person to see my first painting was finished. Oh, fantastic, Cobb. That's a real privilege. I can't wait. Well, I'm going to have to wait, but it's going to be very exciting. That's awesome. It is a real privilege. Let's chuck this in here. Just adding in some darker areas now, guys. Just through here, just like this. A little bit around here, and a little bit down here. If you're hanging out for a reply from me about a commission or about something to do with art, I will be getting back to you. Before I go into tonight's set, I'm going to get on to everyone. So I'm back in the studio now, and I'll be in touch with everyone. So, if you're hanging out for a reply, hang out just a little bit longer. Or, just ask a question right here on the stream, and I'll answer it live for everyone, which is also fun. I trust how you paint here and can't wait to see you paint more of it. Yeah, thank you very much. So you'll see the darker shades are already in there, but we're going to have to add these highlights through it as well, and some more sheens and shades. We're going to have some fun with that. It's going to go some fun places. I'm not quite sure what the end result's going to look like at this stage, and that's how you know you're in the right place. You want to know how you're going to send it there, but not quite what it's going to look like when it gets there. That's part of the fun. Right. Now, just a little bit more here, and a little bit more up through here. A lot of these ripples are horizontal, so we're moving the brush in a horizontal manner. When we come down here, it's much more splashed, much more messy, much more jarring, and so we're going to move the brush in all directions to emphasize that change. Here we go. There we go. Now, bear with me for just a moment, guys. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in just a second. Give me like 40 seconds, max. Alright, sorry for disappearing, guys. I'm back. Now, let's put this up here. And we're just going to have a little bit of a look-see. So I'm going to blink and he will reappear. Did I reappear in time? Probably too slow. Right. We are going to swap paint palettes, but that's okay. It's going to be fun. Where are we at? More colour in the sky. A couple of little highlights around these parts. There's some spray. Grab that. What else we got? Some trails of white. That'll be fun. Yeah. Yeah, these bright colours, the next ones we're going to add. That's going to be fantastic. Now, I want a cup of coffee. Have a cup of coffee. Treat yourself. Do it. Let's just leave on this there. What we're going to do is I'm going to move you guys. Don't panic. To there. There we go. And that way I can sort of glance at both as I work. That should help a lot. All right. I might actually push you back a little bit. It passes the squint test. I like the squint test. That sounds like fun. Right. The paintbrush. Here we are. Cool. Got a paintbrush. We've got our brighter colours now. There's our paint palette. And we're going to start. I'm excited. Here we go. Is it me or is Seb? Cheers, Hector. Yeah, this is a very cool painting, and it's going to be a privilege to paint and also to try and capture a lot of the vibrancy and energy that the painting has, but also the characters in the painting have. I reckon we can do it. It's going to take a bit of doing, but I think we've got the right painter. I think we've got the right subject. A lot of perspective in this picture, angles, colour, textures. Add a little bit of red to the hair. But this red is very, very transparent. Fun red, there we go. And a little bit more through here. Now we're talking. Just like that. Perfect. A bit more on this arm here. Extend that down here. Beautiful. Now we're talking. How long have I been painting? Long time. Long time. Ever since I was a kid, but if you use that as a reason for you not to paint, then don't listen to a word I say, because a lot of people get started painting later in life, they love it to bits. When I say later in life, I'm only talking mid-20s, late 30s, sometimes 40s, 50s, 70s. This is 100% fine. You can start later and you can build your craft in the most amazing ways. One more time, welcome back. Good to have you here. And I've been absent for a little while, but it's good to be back. Now, a little bit of paint here. Just gonna slash this in here. A lot of this paint now has a huge amount of this glowing gloss gel in it. And the reason we've added so much gloss gel is so it gets a little bit transparent. Why do I want that transparency? Because I want to layer the paints, one on top of the other. Great to be here, fantastic, one more time. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, there we go. Just a little bit through there. A little bit through there. One more time. Music down, down, dee. Who was Daft Punk? That was a band. I liked him. That hit that came out recently, like To Get Lucky or something. Some adventures lately. I went to a waterfall. It was wild. It was fun. Long hike in. Enjoyed every minute of it. Amazing company. Amazing friends. Great hike. Everyone had a great time, which is always fun. I love it when everyone's in a good mood. I love it when everyone has fun. That's what happened in this case, so I was over the moon. One thing that I do when I host an event or hang out with people is I have this ridiculous tendency, it's not a ridiculous tendency, but it's something I do. I have to try and make sure everyone's having fun. I'm really big on that, and so I'll go over and above and out of my way to try and make sure it's universally entertaining for everyone, and sometimes at the detriment of my own fun. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I like doing it, but that's a trait. I wouldn't call it a quality, it's a feature that I've got. So a lot of the time, someone like Shelby, or my friends, are saying, chill. Everyone's having fun. It's all good. It's all good. Did you take photos for your inspiration wall? I didn't for the inspiration wall, no, but I did take some photos I uploaded into the story, just to let you guys know why I went MIA. I didn't want to leave you without a reason to be gone, so I thought I'll just have a little post to the story, let everyone know that I haven't just given up on Instagram and TikTok. I'm out and about in nature, having some fun, doing my thing. I don't think I posted it to TikTok. Did I post on TikTok a story? Probably not. Disastrous. Silly me. So there'll be a lot of people who are like, no, you did just disappear. What was up with that? I'm sorry. Here we go. I'm going to cut these colours in here. There's this beautiful, beautiful eye. Facial expression. There's lots of energy in this face. There's so much control and entertainment too. The fact that she's on a wakeboard, getting pulled by a horse, holding the GoPro, and she's pulling a facial expression all at the same time. There's a lot of things going on in this picture. Thanks, Victoria. I appreciate that. Post on IG. Alright, so I didn't post it on TikTok. I'm sorry, guys. I'll do better. Yeah. But that's a good reason to follow me on IG, because sometimes I post things there that don't go on TikTok. So, if you want the whole shooting box, gotta follow me in both places. I know, it's so rude, isn't it? Countdowns, looking forward to the holidays. Yeah, I can sympathise with that. There we go. Move through here. Got these crashing away. Every breaking wave upon the shore tells the next one there'll be one more. So we're adding energy to these waves, the splashing, all over the show. Here we go. A little bit up around here, around our character on the horse. We're going to get more of this blue paint, and we're going to start capturing. Yeah, there we go. She's got a little leg that comes up there like that. And we're going to add a bit to the back there like that. Beautiful. A little bit down here that makes the horse up, and a little bit for that leg. And then we're going to come over here, because there's a line of trees up here, guys. We want to capture these. There's a little bit of blue in them. There's more deep blues in these trees than there is in the skies. So we're not going to get it twisted. We're going to capture that blue. In fact, if we can get more blue in the rest of the picture than in the sky, that's fantastic. Because the sky itself has a baby blue tone, but actually, if I'm being honest, the sky's probably more tan more tan than anything else, so we'll play well with that. Ah ha ha, we'll see you later, Cobb. Get some sleep. Thanks for joining in. Fantastic to have you here. And I might see you later on. Maybe. Depends how early you wake up. Otherwise, until next time. Da 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 da. Ever do fitness vids? No, no, no. Thing is, guys, when it comes to health and things like that, there's amazing experts out there who do talk about some amazing stuff, and they're experts, they're amazing people, they're all the things. Look, come to me for inspiration on painting, inspiration on life in general, and then head off to an expert and let them tell you about all that sort of stuff, because at the end of the day, like I say, there are some incredible people out there, and like I love to motivate you for your day and share this craft with you, someone else out there would love to show you some things in regards to health, fitness, nutrition, all those things. And I'll always be here, being happy-go-lucky, looking after you guys, and yeah, trying to get you guys motivated to do whatever your craft is, because, and the thing is, the craft is a bit of a buzzword, because we can get hung up on the word craft and think, oh, he means like arts and crafts, like pottery or painting. And yeah, those are crafts, but everything's a craft, a skill, and in some way, in some form, is an art form. And I'm meaning things from sport, I'm meaning things from career paths, I'm meaning things in business, I'm meaning things in your house, DIY projects. This is all, when I say the word craft, it's your craft, your talent, your passion, what puts you in a flow state. And so you don't have to run off this stream and think, right, I'm going to buy an easel and go start painting. But it would be fantastic, or I would love it personally, it would really get me excited if you came off the stream and thought, I'm going to make these steps towards making my craft a little bit more, a little bit this, a little bit that, a little bit whatever you want. There we go. Perfect. Just going to keep adding these colours in here. Perfect, and this one comes around here like this. There we go. Beautiful. Now we're talking. This is going to come down here like this. Hello, SpaghettiOs. I was watching Arcane again. Then my little brother wanted to watch it. That show, the one about League of Legends. Hey, oh, everybody wants to be my enemy. Pretty fun show, actually. I think the thing I like most about the opening sequence, I love the animation. I think it's a really fun show in that two lead characters, the two girls, are very imperfect characters. I love an imperfect main character. A lot of character arcs try and create this journey to perfection as if you should be striving to become this perfect heroine or hero. And I love Fi and I love Jinx, because neither of those two characters are perfect. They're both weird and mixed up in their own little ways, and they've made endless mistakes. But these are the characters from Arcane, and I just I really like that, because I think that's more of a reflection of reality. But even though that's the case, these two characters are still doing everything in their power, or what they perceive to be their power, to do the right thing and do the best by the other people around them. So kudos to Jinx and Fi. Shows I love character development. Yeah, see. Nice, you live tomorrow? I will be live tomorrow, yes indeed. Commission in my link tree, Hector. So commission is when you want to start a project with me. So if you want to get a painting of some sort, or start an art project whereby we can figure out what your dream is, what you're after, and then we can work together to try and figure out what size we're after, what picture we want to paint, how much shipping is going to be, and we can put together something personally special for you, and then we paint it on. And then we paint it on the stream here. So you can have a little. You can join in with the process. You can see it happen. You can always come back to it. That's a fun aspect. So you can always come back and view the live that's been recorded and enjoy it. Notice new things. Because a lot of the time when you get a painting, layers can get covered up. You can lose layers in the coats of paint that go on, one after the other. Thanks one more time, appreciate that. That's why I prefer shows, because I love, yeah, one thing that Mayfair Witches and Last of Us, both good. Thanks, question mark. So, when it comes to, one thing I really liked character development was actually White Lotus. A lot of people said they didn't like the characters in that. And now, I did think a few of them needed work, but actually, not work as in like the series was bad, work as in terms of their character themselves within the fictional universe. But I felt like every character was, in their own way, trying to improve, and they're all on these quite realistic character development arcs, because a lot of those arcs weren't linear. A couple of them receded, a couple of them tried to grow and then failed to grow. That's life, right? That's what happens. So, huge kudos for White Lotus. I enjoyed that. I really felt that if you didn't like any of the characters, or you felt like there wasn't a hero to get behind, that's because there sort of wasn't. There was a whole bunch of people who were just real people who were going through their own unique struggles, their own individual little things. You were sort of wishing, well, why can't they just do this? It would have fixed everything. Yeah, well, sounds like life. Sometimes it's tough. So, yeah, first season was great. Second season, I enjoyed second season. I felt like they tried to make it that sort of building intensity, with the whole, you know, those characters trying to sort out that lady on the yacht and things. I felt like that was just, I don't know, trying to mount a lot of intensity, and I get it, it was season 2, but I feel like you didn't really need to. I feel like there was so much to work with, so much fun to be had just with the characters themselves and the way they were growing and changing. But that's just me. Now, Big Little Lies, hate how it ended, fair enough. Right, hydrate. Hey, ho, the memories. Everybody wants to be my enemy. See what that tune from, there we go, beautiful. I've got League of Legends Arcane stuck in my head. Favourite character in that show's Jinx, though. I feel like she got dealt some tough dice, and she did incredibly well. And yeah, could she have done better? Yeah, but she was very human. I've done about 3 hours on this painting, I forget. But we're getting there. We're getting there one stroke at a time. Hey, oh, the memory. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Great song. Great song. Here we go. A little bit there. A little bit there. Fantastic. Now we're talking. Finally finished a piece I had for weeks. Yes, Pete. Now we're talking. Out here ticking things off. Hey, ho, da 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 dee. Da da la da la da la da dee. Thanks, troll. Appreciate the little crown. Oh, so you only work on it while live. I chop and change, so it depends. I'll try and keep the exciting stuff here on the live, but depending on the painting, sometimes I'll take it into private with me, and I'll work on it in a way where I can really take it to the next level. Zero distractions, maybe a playlist, all this sort of stuff where I can create my own little environment and really embellish the painting with as much as I can give it. But everywhere that I can, I'll try and share as much of the process I can on these lives to try and show you guys a little window into how a painting goes from a beginning to an end piece. And I think it's really special when we start a new painting and people may not like it, or not like the shape of it or the abstract nature of it, and then you can slowly see it bud and come out of that and become something. And I think that's a really, really nice metaphor to be a part of, to actually relate to your own situation. I love it personally. I think we haven't had a painting so far on the stream start hitting backwards at a huge rate. But you know what? It might happen, maybe with this one. And when it happens, we're ready for it, because that is completely acceptable. And that's life. That's life 101. You're a CC, he's the best. Who's a CC? What's a CC? Hey, oh, the memory. Seb doesn't know what a CC is. There we go, a little bit here. And coming down here and here, there we go. Yum. Big strokes of paint. No holes barred. Now we're talking. Now we're talking to it. So you get this in here like that. There's going to be more over through here. Capture that. There we go. This water is turbulent through here. We're going to notice that. We're going to notice that. We're going to notice that. There we go. Beautiful. All directions, they start going one way, we chop and change it. We let them go whichever direction they look like they want to go, just to capture that turbulent nature of this water that the wakeboards hit. It's cutting it up, it's sending it in all directions, showing these little droplets, splashes of colour as tones, shapes, lumps of colour that all come together. We're not trying to paint water here, guys. We're trying to paint the tones and shapes we see. Water will hopefully be the result, but no bit of paint was added to try and represent water and how we think we should see it. They were all added to try and represent the pixels on the image, the shapes that we see. Once you get hung up thinking you want to paint water, that's when you're taking the paint probably in the wrong direction for impressionism. Create an impression of the picture, not an impression of what you think you want to see. A character in New Girl. Oh, Cece, yes indeed. Big fan of Schmidt, really like Nick. Like Jess. I think Jess is fantastic. I think Cece's fantastic too. I think she's great because I think they're all great. And they're all doing their best. I think that's important. There we go, and a little bit up here. A little bit up there. There we go, now we're talking. There's a streak that comes down here. There we go, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're making steps, guys. You need food, eat some food. Don't hold back. Go get yourself something to eat. Came back from having dinner, you added more shadows. I did add more shadows. Sorry guys, just trying to get this shirt sorted. There we go. Hey, ho, memories. Everybody wants to be my enemy. it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. There we go, Victoria. There we go. You've been waiting for it all stream. And now I'm singing Taylor Swift. You finished all your snacks. Oh no. With no snacks, what will Pink Prospector do? Prosecutor, sorry. I'll have to head out into the world and find some snacks. There we go. There we go. Hey ho da 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 da. There we go. More of this. Just slashing through here. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Slapping for copyright. Maybe. Imagine. Taylor Swift's like, you've said, it's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me, 30,000 times on your stream. Although every single time it was out of tune, I'm still slapping you for $5 million in copyright. And I'm like, but it's a free stream. I swear, it's all right. I didn't mean it. And she's like, nah. Nah. I'll make you a painting, please. She said, well, in that case. And then next thing you know, we're painting Taylor Swift on the stream. She says, but the one condition is, as you paint it, you have to keep saying that one lyric over and over again. Imagine. Maybe. Go. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Tea time. How many paintings do you do a week? I try to do one a week on average. So that's why I get about 3 to 4 commissions a month. Now the reason I do 3 to 4 commissions a month is because if I fall behind or one isn't coming together just right, I have time to save it, to improve it, to retweak it. And so we've got 3 commissions this month. We've got an amazing picture going to Hawaii, a surf picture. We've got an amazing portrait of a family, and we've got an amazing picture of a couple. So we had a couple already, which was the wedding photo. We've got another couple coming up, and I've asked for details on the pictures. So when I actually start painting them, you'll have a bit of background of the who, what, why, when and where, which I reckon is sort of cool. There we go. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Seb's going to take Taylor's new BTS. Oh, Jesus. Imagine that. So we go around the sides here, guys. Doing my homework all the way around. Creating that layering. Beautiful. And just up here. There we go. Right up to the top. Just like that. Just like that. Beautiful. Wonderful. And a bit more up here. There we go. More up here. There we go. A little bit more in here. There we go. Alright team, as fun as it's been, I have to charge off. I've got to get back to a few emails. I want to rush to dinner after that, but I will be back around 9 to 10 p.m. New Zealand time. So, if you're around, I'll see you then. Otherwise, tomorrow, we're all on, guys. It's a pleasure seeing you all again. It's been lovely. I know I took 3 days off there and disappeared, but I'm back now and we are into it. We've got this one, 3 other campuses, and February is going to be a whole lot of fun. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. You're champions. I'm loving where this is going. It's in a really fun space, and I will see you next time. Catch you guys.